Serbia, the Balkan country with a population of 9 million people, stands at a crossroads. As it votes for a new president, the choice is a stark one: to look forwards to a future in Europe or a past as a satellite of Russia. On March the 28th, 1999, British and US warplanes struck Belgrade. The aim was to bring the regime of Slobodan Milosevic to the negotiating table. Perversely, it hardened resolve amongst Serbs. It took 78 days for the regime to yield. 8 years earlier, EU Commission President Jacques Delors had gone to Belgrade to meet Milosevic, offering billions of dollars in aid if what was still Yugoslavia would join the European Union. But the country's leaders said no. They preferred to go it alone and keep their national identity. As Serbs go to the polls in 2008, they again have that choice: vote for a future as an EU member or return to the international wilderness. The capital Belgrade is a city rapidly embracing the 21st century, and its streets are lined with expensive international shops. But looming over the latest elections is the ghost of Kosovo, the province which is set to declare independence from Serbia. Many Serbs are reluctant to let go. Vladimir Krishani, an ambassador in Milosevic's foreign ministry, is typical of that intransigence.
To lose under pressure something which was for centuries Serbian, and to deepen the Balkan crisis further, then it's wrong, and nobody in Serbia would accept that. The will of people of this country has to be taken into account. I think that creating a precedent with the independence of Kosovo may become a long-term problem for European Union, and for the stability in the Balkans and in Europe as whole, it would be better to have less precedents.
Others say it is time to let go. Zoran Ostojic is the spokesman for the Liberal Democrat Party.
For us, Kosovo is chance. Without solving Kosovo problem, we don't know what is Serbia. What's final solution of Kosovo is final step of dissolution of Yugoslavia. Milosevic and Šešelj lost Kosovo 9 years ago, in 1999. It's time that process, in the end, should finish. It's time to be finished.
This woman agrees. What's more important though, joining Europe or keeping hold of Kosovo?
Da bude član Evrope.
To be members of Europe.
Other voters are still unsure.
Kosovo is interesting for me because I see Serbia as becoming so small that in the end it'll just be Belgrade and everything else would have been given away. So
in the European corner stands Boris Tadic, hoping to persuade voters they will be better off in the EU. Oliver Dulic, the Speaker of the Serb Parliament, is a member of Mr. Tadic's party.
We are a European country, we are on the European soil, we are in the EU integration process, and we are trying to become a member of the European Union as fast as it's possible. I think that also Russians feel that their own interest is to see Serbia in the European Union. So we don't have any kind of idea to become part of some kind of integration with Russia, because actually there is no any kind of integration with Russia, and Russians doesn't offer this kind of integration. This is nonsense. This is something which is not existing. We are trying to become members of the European Union because we are in the region that all countries actually are trying to become members of the European Union, and because we truly believe that we are a European nation, and we truly believe that EU integration process offers a solution for all our problems.
But he says Serbs still have a problem over Kosovo.
If someone says you could become member of the European Union only if you recognize independent Kosovo, I say, no, it's not fair. So we have territorial problem, but let's try to solve this problem peacefully. Let's try to solve this problem in the European manner. I think the majority of people want to go forward, and that people are fed up by the past. I think that, and I'm sure that on these elections people are choosing between two options. One option is option of the future, of the better life, of the EU integration process, of the stability, and the other option is actually going back in the past.
Facing Mr Tadic is the ultra-nationalist Tomislav Nikolic, who believes the future lies with Russia, which has backed Serbia to hang on to Kosovo.
He is king of the simplest solutions, and as all populists in the world. So when you have very complicated situation as we have in Serbia, I presume that for the millions of the people, simplest solutions are probably most acceptable. But this is not realistic solutions.
Whether Serbia embraces Europe or turns back to Russia may ultimately depend on whether Serbs vote with their heads or with their hearts. This is Gethin Chamberlain for the Sunday Telegraph in Belgrade.